It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. And man, this week just beat the shit out of me, folks. Holy crap. But what do I got to talk about? Well, believe it or not, Microsoft has bought Activision Blizzard for just about $70 billion. More power to you. You want that dumpster fire? More power to you. But yeah, so holy shit, that's a mighty spicy meatball. But yes, so they have bought that. There is a new My Hero Academia game coming out. It's called Ultimate Rumble Game. It's revealed a ton of footage. It kind of, I want to say, reminds me of like, what was that game that they got rid of? Oh yeah, Jump Force, kind of in a way. Success. Some Studio Ghibli fans have found a replacement for Hayao Miyazaki's Broken Eraser, and that was newsworthy. That was newsworthy this week, apparently. There is a way that you can now play Tomb Raider, okay, on the Game Boy Advance. I'm going to talk about that. And Ninjala premieres, their anime premiere is premiering in English on YouTube. Holy shit. On the official Play Ninjala YouTube channel. So this is going to be pretty interesting. For those of you that don't know what that was, like I did when Puzzles and Dragons did a collaboration with them, it's called Google. Google's a very good thing. Holy shit. But yes, all this and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But before we go any further, folks, you know the song and dance, I'm sure you do. ARHOADS hyphen 2012 on eBay. Wide variety of stuff for sale. One person's trash is always another person's treasure. Here on the worldwide flea market, that is eBay. Come check me out in my little slice of it. ARHOADS hyphen 2012. Hey, while you're out there on the information superhighway, swing on over to Twitterville and come hang out with me at Otaku Roads. That's the @ symbol, the one above the number 2 on your keyboard or on your phone. Capital OTAKU, capital RHOADS. Come check out me over there on Twitter, hang out, shoot the shit. And hey, check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget, we also have a Ko-fi and Patreon page as well. Ko-fi.com. It should be Web Designer 18. I'll have to double check that. And patreon.com/Web Designer 18. We put both of those up. If you want to help support the channel for new and upcoming project releases that are coming out, like The Adventures of Bob Bastard, which, yes, I will be working on, if I have everything planned out right, I should be working on that this week. The beginning parts of The Adventures of Bob Bastard! It's going to be fun. And then there's also, what else did I have here on my notes? Ko-fi, Patreon, Facebook, Twitter. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell here on YouTube so you can be made aware of when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Alright, so this is the part where I usually go about how my week went, and I just want to say this first off, it ended on a very, very sad and depressing note. But yeah, so here's how my week went. So, Sunday. Yeah. Let's just get it out of the way here, folks. Just get it out of the way fast. So it snowed this week. Not once, but twice. It was supposed to snow Friday night into Saturday, and the last that I had saw, which was like Thursday afternoon, they were still saying it was going to snow Friday night into Saturday, and then somehow it changed, and we didn't get anything. So, thank you, Weather Service, for once again being very unreliable. Had a Doc Brown put it in Back to the Future Part 2. If only the Postal Service could be as efficient as the Weather Service, but the Weather Service isn't even that efficient. But yeah, so it snowed. It was like Monday, I want to say, because I decided, hey, I'm gonna go. Yeah, it was Monday. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna go get my Monday sandwich on Sunday and run the car for a little bit. That way it can warm up and nothing freezes. Yep, car decided once again it wants to play the lovely game of I don't want to start. And it's now, for starters, it's nothing mechanical with the car. The cold just killed some of the strength in the battery. And I know I got to replace the spark plugs. I probably got to replace the starter soon at this point. But it's like, yeah. I'm just like, here we go again. See, this time, though, I know what to do, unlike the last time where I was trying to... It was basically the exact form of insanity, trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yeah, that's what I was doing the first time, just kept trying to start it, not realizing, okay, there's probably not enough strength in the battery to kick off the engine. Makes perfect sense to me. So one little jump later, and boom, she started. I'm like, okay, I knew exactly what to do this time. Only this time, I ended up tripping a circuit. We didn't realize this till later in the day. I ended up tripping a circuit. And now we know that if we try to have something like that running on the outside of the house, we cannot have the computer running. Or if we do, we're just going to lose, we'll probably lose the lights. So I took out the back kitchen light, the main kitchen light, dining room light, and the porch light. That whole little string is what it took out. Nothing else, just that whole little string. And this is interesting to note because we had something similar happen many, many years ago with a heater being plugged into an outlet in the living room and my mom trying to make coffee in the kitchen, and it caused the breaker to trip. And this was years ago. I think I was like a little kid yet, or semi-little. And that happened. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, so we kind of, see, and remember, we got our electric fixed. So now we're at a whole new learning process of, okay, so what could possibly cause some of these to trip? Well, now we've learned the one thing. If we try using something that shoots it up to, like, I'm thinking 220 volt, it's probably going to cause it to trip. And that's what the little jumper that I borrowed would do, so it could start your car up. So that was on me. I will admit that. That one was on me. So it's, at least now we know. And we know for future reference, because we're like, well, we didn't trip it on Tuesday when we did this. No, it happened because we, that one Tuesday. No, it happened because we had the computer going at the same time. So we kind of learned what not to have on when we have to do this, because otherwise it'll trip it. It's not bad to like undo it, because you just got to go down, flip it completely off, and then put it back. So it's not bad, and it didn't trip back right away. So I'm like, okay, so we just tripped it because we had too much power going into it at one time. So, okay, that makes perfect sense to me. Nothing tripped, nothing fried. We're good. So that was Sunday. Monday it snowed. I just didn't really give a rat's ass. Tuesday, I'm like, okay, here we go. Car's not going to start. Nope, car started. Had to clean it off, scrape off the ice. That was fine. Wednesday, go to work. Now, I'm supposed to work with the one person that I kind of don't get along with. And nope, she decided she was going to play the I'm going to sucker somebody else card. And apparently changed the schedule again. I didn't realize it. So that was fun. Though I get along with the person that she ended up having to come in. Her and I were getting along pretty good. So that wasn't exactly too bad on Wednesday. Thursday, again, nothing to write home about. Apparently it snowed. I didn't know it was going to snow. So that was fun. Yesterday. It's been Friday. So this Friday was where everything just went to pot in a handbasket. So I'm praying to God the car won't start. It's one of those weird moments where I'm literally praying that a car won't start. I'm like, I really don't want to go to work today. I'm not looking forward to who I have to work with today. I really don't want to go to work today. And in hindsight, it would be nice if the car wouldn't have started. In hindsight. Yeah, in hindsight, it would have been nice. Although I could have easily fixed the issue, but still would have been nice. So I go to work, and this time it is the person I don't get along with that was going to watch me. basically be the very attentive babysitter, for those of you that'll ever get that joke. And yeah, so that was really good. Then the usual one that I work with came in to help do some more in the back, clean it up, and it's like, well, yeah, I'll come back and give you a hand with that after the store opened. Not realizing that in hindsight again, which hindsight is 2020. That saying is definitely true. Probably wasn't such the greatest idea in the world, because this left only one person alone. Okay, not my problem, but apparently it should have been, because I had to help a customer then. The customer got a little irate, said that I yelled at him, and went and complained. So that was fun. That was my day. I ended up getting told off by a customer, and then said customer goes and complains that I yelled at him. So that was fun. Yeah, I had a fucking blast with that. I had a field day with that. I mean, it's not like they were completely alone out there, because I'm one buzzer away. I could easily get out, so it wasn't exactly a bad situation, but it was just like everybody else is right now. Everybody else in the world short staffed. I went to Wawa to get gas when I was done work, and it's like, yeah, there's like, I think 2 people running the register. One person came over from the deli to kind of help trickle out the customers, and it's like, yeah, and I just stopped for gas. I literally stopped at another convenience store then to get my lunch, and it's literally the same thing. But yeah, but then all of this though just met up with the one massive thing for how my week wants to end. Meat Loaf and Louis Anderson passed away, and I'm at work. That's why I had to set this up, because I'm at work. I'm in the back. Our district manager's up for, I think it was an interview or something. I don't know. He likes coming around. He likes us. He likes us. But all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I was checking the news last night before I went to bed, and they said Meat Loaf died. And I'm holding the ladder. Now, I'm holding this heavy, tall ladder. It's like 2 meters high ladder. And I'm like, what? And like, I yelled it. I was shocked by that. I'm like, what? Yeah, Meat Loaf passed away at the age 75, and then we lost Louis Anderson too, and I'm like, oh my God. So Betty White's death at the end of 2021, which kind of made me happy, seemed to just be the precursor for anything bad. Because now we lost Louis Anderson and we lost Meat Loaf, and I'm like, oh my God. So then when I'm done getting gas and I'm literally turning on to the highway, I'm like, well, let me call my mom up quick, let her know I'm on my way home, because I was going to be a little later than I was planning to be. And I'm like, yeah, and I found out that Meat Loaf and Louis Anderson died. She's like, yep, I've been listening to Meat Loaf all morning. And I'm like, yeah. And the whole time I'm thinking, God damn it, this is just horrifying. So, I mean, this one hurts, folks. It hurts for me it hurts for me a lot. This is almost like when Robin Williams died. I'm still not over that, to be honest with you. But for me, my mom got me into Meat Loaf. She had the one CD, Bat Out of Hell, and I ended up, unknowingly to me, by the way, I ended up getting her a copy that had the live edition of Bat Out of Hell, and I think it was one other song, for her birthday, and she already had the CD. I didn't know that. And now, to be fair, I think I was like a kid, because I remember getting yelled at by the freaking person at Walmart because I had a CD and I walked out of the electronics section without paying for it. But there was nothing back there that said that you must purchase CDs at the electronics section. And it wasn't like a security tag or anything that they had to like pop off, and there wasn't like a security system on it. No, it was just a freaking CD case, and the guy jumped down my throat that you need to pay for it back here in electronics or else. And I'm like, okay. He jumped down my throat about that. Whereas nowadays you can buy videos and movies there, and you can pay for them right up front. CDs too. So yeah, kiss off, pal. But I got her that for her birthday the one year, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it was her birthday. And I'm like, okay, so I got her Meat Loaf. Perfect. And all of a sudden, it's like, she goes, I already had this one. She told me that later on. She's like, I already had it. She goes, but this one has live versions goes, I don't have that. She goes, so here, I'll give you my old one and I'll keep the new one. And she did. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up getting the old CD she had, and she got the new one that had the live songs on it. And like I said, I just started enjoying Meat Loaf music. Like, yeah, Bad Out of Hell, 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, Heaven Can Wait, Hot Summer Night, Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. And when I heard that he died, I was just, it hit me. And then with Louis Anderson dying, well, I grew up watching Life with Louis on Fox. I remember watching that every day after school. I enjoyed that. Like the one when Andy built the wall around his home because he didn't want to deal with the neighbors anymore. And then all of a sudden they get a massive flood. And then just like that, his home becomes a sanctuary. And the water's about to break it, and all of a sudden it's like his wife made sweet potatoes. And it's like, well, this is great, honey. How many do you got? Because, these things aren't really edible, but we can use them to plug up the wall. And she was kind of like upset. He goes, no, honey, you don't understand. They're soaking up the water. They're plugging in the wall. We're saved. And she's like, how many more do you got? And then she opens up, I think it was like the garage door. There's a crap ton of them in there. Yeah, it's sad though. We lost Louis Anderson. We lost Meat Loaf. Bob Saget's gone. I mean, so far 2022 sucking, and we're not even 1 month into it yet, and it's already sucking. We lost 3 good people, and 2022 sucks so far. But if we could though, please, I'd like to add this into my week because I know this has gone a little long here, but if we could please have a couple moments of silence for both Meat Loaf and Louis Anderson. I think they deserve that. Farewell, everybody. YouTube brought the world so much joy. Enjoy yourselves. May you rest in peace. All right, so let's talk about this Ninjala anime. So when I saw this article, I'm like, okay, Ninjala. The name just clicked with me for a moment. Then I'm like, what the hell is it? Then all of a sudden I remembered, oh my god, that's the thing that collaborated with Puzzles and Dragons a couple times. And I remember I had to look it up to see what the hell it was, because I had no freaking clue what the hell this was. I thought it was like a mobile game that they were crossing over with another mobile game. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking into it, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of impressive. I won't lie. I'm like, yeah, all right, this is cool. So here's how the article is going here. So the Ninjala anime is officially making its debut in English, and you'll be able to watch it for free. The series is going to be streaming on the official Play Ninjala YouTube channel, starting with the very first episode at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and this would have been on the 13th of January. So it's already out. Check it out. Probably at least 2 episodes now. I don't know. If you're keen on checking out Ninjala, you'll have to be appropriately quick about it. New episodes will be available subtitled in English every Thursday, and they'll be up for just 1 week at a time. Also, you can't even watch episode 1 anymore. Damn it! Well, of course not. I mean, that would make perfect fucking sense. Let me watch episode 1! No. Yeah, you have to be. So you gotta be quick about it. They quick like a ninja. Whoa, quick like a ninja. Quick like a ninja. That's a good one. But yeah, that's fun. You can't even watch it. Like, you can't binge watch it. You get 1 week to watch it. That's it. Wow. Huh. Too bad a couple other anime series that put their stuff up on YouTube didn't think about that. Now, I like how Ultraman has their stuff up on YouTube. Yeah, you can still watch that week after week after week. You can go back and watch the other episodes. Future Card Buddy Fight, Card Fight Vanguard, their official channels. There was the Bushiro channel. They could, they had the episodes up. You could go back and watch them over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, yeah, now we're talking. But those who watch the first 4 episodes will also be eligible to receive 200 free Gumball Machine coins as part of the Anime Broadcast Celebration campaign. Speaking of the game, there's a trailer for it here in the article. Season 8 trailer that just premiered last month, so yay. Here's the synopsis, okay, of Ninjala. So researchers at the World Ninja Association, or WNA, have at long last developed Ninja Gum, a mysterious substance that draws out the power of the shinobi. Main characters like Bareka, Burton, and other WNA Academy students take on action-packed Ninja Gum battles in a tournament designed to find the strongest shinobi. However, conspiracies involving Ninja Gum and unknown beings take place behind the scenes. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, let me check out their official YouTube channel here quick. Knowing my luck, like I said, episode 1's already gone by now, so let's see how many views episode 2. Let's see how many views episode 2 has. And what bothers me, though, with this is why only have it up at, like, 1 week at a time. I mean, that's not exactly fair. But yeah, episode 1 is gone. You can only watch episode 2. Though I guarantee you, I could probably YouTube episode 1 and somebody else has it. But, yeah. Or better yet, just watch the damn thing subbed, because look at this. Subbed, they're all here, it looks like. How long is this? No, maybe not. So, alright, so you can only watch episode 2 now. You can't watch episode 1. Episode 2 is only available till the 27th at 6:59 p.m. I love that. It's available until 6:59 p.m. Pacific time. After that point, it's gone. And it's gone. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that does kind of suck in a way. Because what if you're not able to watch it? I mean, you get like 1 week. What if you don't get a chance to watch it in that week? Like you have other issues that come up. You may not have internet connection. Something can end up happening. You know, what exactly happens then? Huh? Nothing. You're screwed. So yeah, that kind of sucks in a way that you can only watch them for a week. But at the same time, I get it. They don't want you to be able to basically like enjoy it, come back and watch it over and over and over again, which honest to God makes no fucking sense, because that would be the best idea. Because, you know, all of a sudden something in episode 2, like, go, wait a minute, let me pull back episode 1. I can't do that anymore. So it's like, you got to be quick about it. So, like, any Easter eggs that might be in episode 1, you're never going to see again. Speaking of which, let me see here now. Ninjala Anime Episode 1. I guarantee you it's probably still out here yet somewhere in the world of YouTube. Let me check. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. And, oh, you got episode 2, definitely, from Play Ninjala. Yeah, somebody has episode 1 up yet. Ah, bastards! See, this is the thing you don't remember, okay? So, with episodes and stuff that's put up on YouTube, YouTube is like Las Vegas, okay? What happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas. What's up on YouTube can find multiple places on YouTube, and good luck trying to stop them all. There's one with subtitles, and one there's no subtitles. So, yeah. Either way, you got like a whole bunch of choices here. So, yeah. Okay, so it's the original YouTube series versus the real anime. So, alright, either way, it's still not bad. But I would have appreciated, I think a lot of people would have too, if you would have actually had it be like, hey, you know, you get to watch episode, 1 for like 2 weeks, episode 2 for 2 weeks. Give them at least 2 weeks to watch the episode. Most of the places that stream stuff online give you 2 weeks to watch the episode before they start yanking it away from you. So, what the hell was your excuse here, you bastards? That's my question. What's your excuse with that? I mean, I get it from one standpoint, but on the other hand, I don't get it. Because it just kind of feels like you just half-assed it. And I don't, I don't really understand why. You're doing a good thing here, but then just like that, it's like, well, no, we're good. We're not doing it anymore. No, we're done. Why? That's just my why. But no questions, no exact answers. All right. Makes no freaking sense to me, but yeah, whatever. Whatever floats your boat at night, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's helpful, but yeah, whatever floats your boat at night. Still, though, if you want to catch it, new episodes will be put up every Thursday according to their thing. You got 1 week to watch it. I wish it would be 2. You got 1 week to watch it, and that's it. Speaking of other anime I got to catch up on, I got World Trigger, and I got to get ready to start binge watching on Tubi. The Devil is a Part-Timer again, baby. Because when that series comes back, I want to make sure I'm ready to go. Yeah, I have no life. So who out there remembers the old PlayStation game Tomb Raider? For those of you that don't remember the game, perhaps you remember the movie starring Angelina Jolie. Okay, you don't remember that either. That's fine. Who out there remembers the Game Boy Advance? Okay, apparently I'm just too damn old. But here's something that you would never have expected to see at any point in your life. Tomb Raider on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Apparently it's a port called the Open Lara Project. This is actually pretty cool because you gotta remember, Tomb Raider is a graphics-heavy game, even for when it came out. I remember the demo that I had for our computer was like a beast. And our computer could run the damn thing, to be honest with you. It was, well, then again, it was only a demo disc, so it wasn't like the whole game. But still, I mean, you could see like the frame rate drops. You could see the really shitty graphics. I mean, low resolution crap galore. But to have something on the Game Boy Advance, it was already kind of piss poor for having 3D graphics. Look at Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu for a primo example of how 3D graphics on the Game Boy Advance do not work. This is just massively huge here. Yeah. But it's the flexible open source Open Lara project. So Game Boy, this running on a Game Boy Advance is courtesy of modder X Project. They uploaded the clip of the classic action game running in real time on a Game Boy Advance to Twitter, and the video basically just went fucking viral fast. It just took off like lightning. A lot of people, like the writer of the article here, were shocked to see a technically advanced 3D game running on hardware like the GBA. And it was never good at handling high-quality 3D graphics. How could it even handle low quality well? I remember Nicktoons Racing ran well in the Game Boy Advance, but that was pretty much about it. I remember a lot of the 3D stuff. It was like really, really finely rendered. Said it basically was like 2.5D before 2.5D was a thing. It's like it wasn't 2D, but it wasn't 3D. It was that lovely little middle ground in the middle. Yet, despite the weaker hardware and other technical limitations like cartridge space, because remember, most of these cartridges are only like a few hundred megabytes at best. I think the max that I ever saw for a Game Boy Advance game on some of those ROM sites was like 125. And that was for, I don't remember what the game was, but I don't think that was a right scenario either. Because most of these were like 6 megabytes, 10 megabytes, 15 megabytes. I remember one that was like 100 megabytes, but I'm wondering if that was like a special edition something, or it had like 85 or something games shoved into it. But either way, it might have also just been a wrong, I think, a typo too. This is amazingly, though the frame rate isn't rock solid. In all honesty, be happy it's playing on this old piece of hardware as it is. According to X Project, who has spent over a year working on this port, when they started, they weren't even sure if Tomb Raider could run on a Game Boy Advance. But after enough optimization, they got it working well enough for this initial build, which X Project calls an alpha version. Well, that's technically true, because before a beta test, which is what a lot of us know, is like, something goes into the beta phase. Beta testing is basically, that's what everybody knows. Oh, here, we got an open beta going on here. So you come out, you test it, you tell us what you think. If it sucks, that's fine. An alpha test is one step before the beta test. That's where they really try to hammer out all the issues and all the fine-tuning and all that other fun shit. There are many further developments which they have planned, according to X-Project, over the GBA 10 forums, as well as optimization of content and video to fit the entire Tomb Raider game in a 32 megabyte cartridge. Okay, so it's 32 megabytes. And so that one had to have actually either been that either had to have been a massive miscalculation or just a typo. It might have just been a typo. Sorry, I was seeing something pop up here because I have it on Kotaku, and all of a sudden it's like, what they have like there. Here's 3 other news stories you might also like, and one of them is some news reporter getting nailed by a car because of the severe weather. And I'm just kind of like, wait, what the? Oh my god, yeah. It just like continuously looped it, and I'm just seeing her get hit by this SUV as she's standing there. So wow, that's yeah. So sorry if I seemed like I was pausing there. That was that was on me because I got distracted by that. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, only 3 levels though are currently available. This is built using OpenLara, an open source port of the original Tomb Raider engine, also created by the talented Modder X project. Thanks to OpenLara, you can run the classic game across a bunch of platforms, including the original Xbox, 3DO, iPhone, and 3DS. And now you can add Game Boy Advance to that list too. Any sufficient advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, so holy shit though. This running on a freaking Game Boy Advance, that's massively huge. Because again, the Game Boy Advance was not known very well for 3D graphics for starters. Nicktoons Racing I know worked, but then again, the most 3D it got with that is when they turned. And it's not even that much 3D. But this thing was not known for rendering really good 3D to begin with. I remember Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu looked like garbage, and that, well, to be fair, the whole game was crap, but I didn't realize it at the time when I was banging my head trying to find it. So that was not, I got suckered into that, like many kids did with the NES games back in the day. But yeah, so it's just one of those, it looks good on paper, but then the more you put into it, the more you kind of question it. But this looks fucking fantastic. The fact that you actually have Tomb Raider playing on a Game Boy Advance is a phrase that even I will admit I would have never heard myself saying. But 3DS, I could see that. I could see a 3DS doing it, especially like the DS. I could see the DS handling it because the DS can do 3D pretty decently. Though I know somebody's going to go, well, look at Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that it was bad, but look at Dream Drop Distance. That was on the Game Boy, that was on the 3DS, so it can handle that. Look at Pokemon. That's mostly 3D now, and that was on the 3DS for the longest time, so yeah, it does make sense. But holy crap, just to see Tomb Raider on a freaking Game Boy Advance is that's just one more reason for you to not throw away your old GBAs, kids. They can either be A, worth money someday, or B, somebody's going to come up with a way to make them worthwhile someday. Either way, they're going to be worth holding on to. But this is impressive, like I said. Beyond words, it's impressive. Still, it has its limitations. They're still working on it. It's only in the alpha phase. But still cool, though, nonetheless. You know what I'd like to see on the Game Boy Advance? If they can make it happen? A PS2 game. You find a way to put a PS2 game and run it on a decent frame rate on the Game Boy Advance, then I'll be impressed. I mean, this is already impressive, but now, you kind of set the bar. Now let's see if somebody else can jump higher. It's like the Olympics, folks. Now we got to see if somebody else can jump higher on the bar. So let's see if somebody else can jump higher. I kind of wish I had fans that would be like this if I would have a busted pencil or a busted eraser. Because this is just interesting. This is interesting. So on January 13th, Otaku USA reported the news that Hayao Miyazaki of Studio Ghibli, who sticks with hand-drawn animation and is old-fashioned as all hell, was trying to find a replacement for his broken electric eraser. So breaking news! My Hayao Miyazaki's eraser broke. Wow, the man who retires more times than I change underwear, his eraser broke. Oh my god! Oh. Holy shit. Yeah, here we go. However, this type of an electric racer that he used is no longer made. See, this is what happens if sometimes you need to go into the next generation of racers, Hayo. Just like a fair warning for like the future. Hey, look, you make some really great stuff. Really appreciate your work, but you might want to consider a different eraser for possibly, the far off chance that I might end up breaking one day. Yeah. But Ghibli quickly shared the news and put out a call for a new electric eraser. At first, Japanese netizens responded with used erasers and similar erasers, but then there was finally a hit. The bat signal went up, and all of a sudden, BAM! We're in business, folks! Someone from the Sakura Color Products Corporation, aka Sakura CryPass, tweeted an image from an old catalog that showed they used to sell Miyazaki's type of electric eraser. Okay, so you tweet a picture. Apparently, in the picture here, this thing costs 15,540 yen. Wow! That's a lot of money. Studio Ghibli replied with the following image, which is, okay. It's like, woo! It's like a bird thing with an exclamation point. Yay! It took a bit of digging, though, but then Sakura CryPass tweeted, Got it, Ghibli, and they shared an image of the no longer made electric eraser unopened from their factory. So you've just had one of these in stock yet? I'm impressed by that. Studio Ghibli gave this lengthy reply, complete with a picture of Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. Uh-huh. Now, for those of us that I guess you don't speak Japanese, and I'd like to either don't speak it and can't read the kanji, I'd like to thank the people here for translating this for us. What? All the staff were surprised and impressed. You brought it out of the stockroom for us, didn't you? Arigato, gozaimasu. It should be gozaimasu, I guess, but I don't know. When we informed Miyazaki, he said, Thank you so much. Please allow us to buy it. Okay, the arigato gozaimasu is a pun combining the real way to say thank you, arigato gozaimasu, and how Sakura CryPass likes to say pasu to sound cute. Okay, so that's how they got it. And the writing next to Sophie is doki doki, which is an onomatopoeia for the sound of an excited heartbeat. Okay. So Sakura CryPass replied as follows. Thank you very much for using our products for so many years. We would be honored if this is even the slightest bit helpful with your future works. It's a discontinued product, so please allow us to give it to you as a present from Sakura CryPass. What the fuck? It's discontinued. Be happy we had one in stock. You want to buy it? Are you nuts? It's discontinued. We MOS this bitch out of our warehouse years ago. But Studio Ghibli insisted to the person in charge, don't be ridiculous. We're grateful just to be able to buy the discontinued product. Electric erasers are an indispensable tool. So the sound of electric erasers always echoes around our studio. One of our staff will send an email to your company for info. Your company info email. Thank you. I love this. To which Sakura CryPass said, Oh, wow, we're so happy for you to describe what an indispensable tool. We can picture the scene with the sound of electric erasers echoing. So warm and cozy. We look forward to hearing from you. Studio Ghibli retorted with another arigato gozaimasu. And it turns out the person helping a Sakura CryPass is a Ghibli fan, and they explained on Twitter, I grew up watching Ghibli. I have great memories of wanting to look like Kiki when I was little, and my mom went out of her way to find me a long, dark blue dress and take pictures of me in a full outfit. Last week, when I saw Spirited Away, I thought I had to go see it again on stage. I'm so glad to be on Twitter. For those of you out there wondering what the fuck, I would have taken it as a fucking gift! Jesus, first off, it's discontinued, for starters. They had one in their fucking warehouse. Be happy they had one buried somewhere that didn't get destroyed or sold off years ago on eBay. I would have looked at that as like, oh my god, you had one in stock. Thank you so much. Well, here, let us give it to you as a gift. It's our way of saying thank you. It's a present from us to you. No, don't be ridiculous. We're grateful to just be able to buy the discontinued product. It's discontinued. I don't understand. It's an electric eraser. It's an electric eraser, right? It's an electric eraser. I'm confused by this. How the hell does this work? I have erasers. I have a lot of erasers. You rub, and it makes whatever you wrote in pencil disappear. It just leaves like the little indent you might have made, but it makes it go away. What the hell difference does an electric one do? The hum of electric erasers echoing through your office. What the hell? I'd be like the sound of keyboards clacking away would remind me of office workers. Yeah, no. I would have taken it as a gift first off, but of course they probably were like, no, we don't want it to be a gift. We want to buy it. I would have been more happy with the fact that they had it. They're willing to give it to you. Hey, look, we don't got to spend anything extra on this. Here, this is from Sakura Crane Pass. So thank you for all the great work you do. Of course, they're going to buy it. Okay, maybe this will make Sakura Crane Pass go, huh? Maybe we should consider rebringing this product back out into the market. We could probably make one that takes up a little less power and is more reliable. Huh. Why did we discontinue this again? I don't know. This story is going to go viral. People will end up wanting more of them. We should definitely look into this. I guarantee you now it's probably going to wind up back in a freaking catalog and they're going to end up selling it again. But I like that how they found it in an old catalog and it's like 15,540 yen. I'm like, holy shit! Now, this is my question. Now, what died on it, though? What broke? Was it the charger, or was it the pen itself? Because from the look of the article here, from the catalog page, it looks like you could have probably just bought the damn pen. At least from the looks of it, you could have just like bought the pen or the charger itself. So what broke exactly? What broke exactly? Anybody out there want to tell me what broke? No? Okay. But I still find that impressive, though, nonetheless. But holy crap! But I like that. Apparently it was a Raider RE 14,800. Whatever. 14800 is what it was. And, oh, cool! I would have just taken it as a damn gift, to be honest. So it's like, here, let us give this to you as a gift to show how grateful we are that, you use our product for years. No, don't be silly. We want to buy it from you. See, you obviously don't understand how free works. Like, they're willing to give you the discontinued one that they had in stock. It might be the last one in existence that's still brand fucking new in its box. Here you go, from us to you. No, we want to pay for it. Are you insane? Are you insane in the membrane? Obviously. Obviously you must be, because you turned down an opportunity to make money! Oh, sorry, to not have to spend it! Jesus Christ. I would have lost my shit on that. I'm sorry. I would have lost my shit with that. In like five seconds, I would have lost my shit with that. But, whatever floats their boat. I mean, they may not want charity. They may have considered it charity. They may not like charity. Miyazaki may not like the idea of it. Fine, we'll pay for it. Not a problem. This might actually end up leading, like I said, to them possibly remaking them. Who knows? But, oh yeah, this is going to be so much fun, though. I would have loved to have seen that conversation. Look, let's just cut the brass balls. This is literally MOS. We can't technically sell it. Let us just give it to you. No, we want to buy it. We can't technically take money from you. You want to reimburse us to ship it to you. That's fine. But we can't sell it to you. All right, fine. Fuck it. Here, this is what it costs. Plus shipping. Thank you. I wonder how many years ago Miyazaki used that damn eraser. I mean, he probably beat the shit out of that thing. He probably beat the living crap out of that. He probably ran the dog piss out of that eraser. I've never heard of anybody out there ever hear of an electric eraser? Please tell me how in the hell it differs from an actual eraser. I'm just curious. I really am curious. I'm not going to go buy one just to find out. Please, somebody out there, tell me how this differs. I'm curious to know. Alright, so this is one that's definitely in the what the fuck moments of life here. So Microsoft has bought Activision Blizzard. Okay? They have bought Activision Blizzard. Why? I don't, yeah, okay. I like the one comment down here. I love this. And then Disney buys Microsoft, and then Amazon buys Disney, and then the Vognas demolished the Earth to make way for a hyperspace bypass. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's pretty much Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, I can see Disney buying Microsoft at some point. That'd be, wow, that'd be horrifying. Ooh, God, imagine that. Anyway. Yeah, so the correct figure, though, so they sold it, it went for just about $70 billion. It was $68.7 billion. Look, Microsoft wants to buy this dumpster fire of a company. Be my guest. My guess is that they were hoping that the lawsuits and legal troubles and all that other crap were really like, look, we want to buy this, but we want to buy this cheap. Oh, well, they found the way to get it cheap. That's for damn sure. Oh, they found a way to get it cheap. And cheap they did. So in an extraordinary turn of events, Microsoft is getting, well, they did. Sorry, I felt the sneeze coming. Okay. So they bought Activision Blizzard. This would not only be one of the most major shakeups in the gaming industry in years, but could also finally signal the end for its horrendous CEO. Yeah, it did. It did. According to a follow-up report, though, sources familiar with the deal said that Kotick is expected to depart the company once the deal is complete. Talk of a sale also apparently didn't begin before Activision Blizzard stock began to tank even further after the November investigation by the Wall Street Journal about Kotick and misconduct at the company. So remember, the stock price is plummeting. Their company's name's in the toilet. Activision Blizzard is basically synonymous with crap and countless other issues. Remember, they asked everybody, please don't unionize. And now it's bought by Microsoft. And this, according to Angry Joe, this is Microsoft's way of looking at Sony and going, all right, enough playing around, enough of this, freaking horseshit style gaming that we've been doing. We're coming at you hard now. Meanwhile, while those two are kind of having their little pissing contest and trying to fight to the death, Nintendo's still sitting up on its throne. Sorry about that. They're up on their throne. They're like, whatever. The best analogy I can come up with for this, did anybody out there ever see Afro Samurai? If you didn't, it's really good. Check it out. But basically, the premise of that is there's two headbands. There's the number 2 headband and the number 1 headband. Now, anybody in the world can go for the number 2 headband. Anybody in the world can go for the number 2 headband, can take the headband, and they could be the number 2. Or if they lose it, they're no longer the number 2, and whoever takes it. But anybody in the world can challenge for it. But only the number 2 headband can challenge for the number 1 headband. Yeah. At the start of the movie, Afro's dad has the number 1 headband and loses it to Justice, who takes the number 1 headband and throws Afro off the mountain. And then basically Afro spends the rest of the movie, like years later, as he's learning more, he's growing more, he's now become a pretty much angry adult, goes back to take the number 1 headband back, which he does. But that's basically what this is. You have Microsoft and Sony basically duking it out for the number 2 headband, whereas Nintendo's sitting up on its throne with the number 1 headband like, once one of you two finally finishes this pissing contest, the other one's dead, I'll be waiting. It's like, I'm just going to sit here, but I'm waiting. I just love this, though. But Activision Blizzard, though, has been going through a tumultuous time after widespread issues of sexual harassment and trauma were revealed within the enormous company. Sued by the state of California following the enormous exposure of the workplace culture, people have been calling for the CEO's resignation and widespread change at the company, with only a battening down of hatches in response from the leadership. God knows what happens to that now with Microsoft's announcement, but they are unfortunately presenting it's not an issue. I swear, Microsoft was just waiting for the right moment to pounce on us. Like, okay, look, you're getting sued by the state of California. Your employees are ready to leave. They're ready to unionize, and if they do, you're screwed. Look, here's the deal. We're going to slide you a number. We think it's more than fair. You can either take it or you can tell us to go to hell. But you should really look at this number. And then tell us why this would be a bad idea. And they probably looked at the number and they're like, ooh, it's a little low. No, it's not low. That's perfect for what's happening for you right now. You take that, you walk away, and we take the company. Can we? Nope, it's not up for negotiation. Nope, not up for negotiation. We want this company. We want it bad. We're going to bring it into the Microsoft family. God help us all. God help us all. Microsoft said purchasing Activision Blizzard would make the Xbox maker the third largest gaming company by revenue, only behind Tencent and Sony. The WSJ, Wall Street Journal, says the sale is valuing Activision Blizzard at $95 a share for a total of $68.7 billion, including net cash. Its wholesale purchase of getting Activision Blizzard and King, along with all the many studios they own, and of course ownership of some of the biggest licenses in gaming. According to Microsoft CEO, made everything feel slightly dirtier by describing this deal as playing a key role in the development of our metaverse platform. Oh yeah, that is dirty. that does feel dirty. Ooh, that's yeah, that does feel dirty. It feels very dirty. Very dirty. But we're investing deeply in world-class content community and the cloud to usher in a new era of gaming that puts players and creators first and makes gaming safe, inclusive, and accessible to all. Yeah, whatever. Thank God, though, they somehow left out NFTs. Those things have been going nuts all over the place, and people are still pissing and moaning on Twitter. Though I do stand by what I said on Twitter. If anybody out there sees my YouTube channel logo as an NFT, please let me know. I'm not going to be pissed. I'm going to be more honored, I think, than pissed. I would be more honored than pissed. I mean, I can understand people getting pissed for their like channels are like, oh, I make like this much off my channel, and you know I'm a brand, and it pisses me off. That I can understand. I don't make shit off my channel. So if anybody out there puts mine up as an NFT, I would love to see it. I'm not gonna be mad. I promise you, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I would not be mad. I would find that interesting. But yeah, so they made it clear though that the sale of the company has yet to close, and and that the companies will operate independently until it does. Of course, this is a deal of such an enormous scale that it will likely come under close scrutiny regarding monopolies and antitrust issues. Yes, because remember, you cannot own a monopoly. You can own Monopoly the board game, Monopoly the computer game, Monopoly the phone game, but you cannot own a monopoly. I love that. Yeah. What's not mentioned anywhere, though, in all these statements is the current catastrophic state of Activision Blizzard, the ongoing troubles, strikes, and miserable staff. Microsoft has a huge mess to clean up if it does get the deal going through, which apparently it did. But still, this means that less mess actually does start to be addressed. The thing is, though, is that here's the deal. Microsoft's kind of good with dealing with messy situations, because let's think about this logically here for a minute. They have had their fair share of messes, a lot of them. Let's see. So we got Activision, so we Activision Blizzard. Let's see here. Blah 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 blah. I want to know what licenses they all have. So that's what I'm kind of checking. I want to see what licenses they all have. Uh, 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 uh. There we go. I just want to know what like licenses they all have, because they're like oh, they're getting Crash Bandicoot, they're getting they're like, oh, they're getting, Crash Bandicoot, they're getting all this other stuff. Oh, I like this. Literally, if you go into the Wikipedia thing, acquisition by Microsoft, 2022 to present. Wow. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, so you got like a list of Activision games. There's like a whole bunch of them. What do they got to present here? So Activision's like Call of Duty, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, they do have Crash Bandicoot 4. Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot 4. Yeah, so they don't really have a lot. That's just from the 2020 some all Activision games. See it like what? This is like a whole bunch of them on here. Yeah, so they're basically getting all of them in a way. Which, that's understandable, because okay, Crash. Sorry, they must have the Crash Bandicoot license then. So, that's great. So they got the Crash Bandicoot license. They got a whole bunch of other licenses. What does Blizzard all have? Let's see, Lost Vikings, Rock and Rolling, Return, Blackthorn, Warcraft, Justice League, Warcraft, Diablo. Oh, great, they own Diablo and StarCraft now. Oh, that's beautiful. World World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo Immortal, Overwatch 2, Diablo 4. Oh, goody, goody gumdrops. Yeah, I don't see this ending. I don't see this ending well, but at the same time, I don't see it being a bad thing. But yeah, I don't see this ending well. This is definitely going to be one of those massive, oh my god moments. But do I see this ending well? No, 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 no. No, I really don't. Yeah, Microsoft's gearing up for round 3 here. It looks like. I mean, you figure it. Them and Sony went for round 1, and Sony started whooping their ass. Round 2, I think Microsoft kind of came out swinging a little too hard, and drop down a little bit. But come round 3, man, they're gearing up for round 3 here. It's like, no, we're going to kick Sony's ass if it kills us. And God knows it just might. It might. It just might end them. You don't know until it does. But from how this seems to be, it might just end them. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be huge. This is huge, folks. Massive, massive news. This is huge. All right, so what was it? We lost Jump Force earlier this year, and they finally ended that. But now we're getting a new My Hero Academia game. Ultimate Rumble. It's revealed. Was revealed with a ton of footage. So another My Hero Academia game is on the way. This time with a twist. My Hero Academia Ultimate Rumble is a free-to-play. Hello, that got my attention. A free-to-play 24-player battle royale game that's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC, and a bunch of gameplay surfaced online following the initial reveal in Weekly Shonen Jump. Yeah, I remember Shonen Jump. Yep, I remember that magazine. I still have all my old ones yet. Provided the Silverfish haven't gotten to them, I still have a bunch of my old Shonen Jumps. God, I remember that. I got introduced to so many new anime and manga through that. There's no release date yet for the game, but a closed beta is coming to Japan for the PlayStation 4 version from February 2nd to the 6th, and applications are being accepted from January 17th to the 28th. During this period, players will be able to try out the game as Izuku Midoriya, Katsuki, Bakugo, and Uraka, Todoroki, and Sue. And Suyu. I should say Suyu or Asui. She says that her friends can call her Sue, so unless you're her friends, you probably can't. Cement Toss, All Might, Mount Lady, Tomura Shigaraki, Dabi, Himiko, Toga, and of course Mr. Compress. So you get some decent heroes in this. First off, if you would not have been able to play the closed beta as All Might, then you might as well just fuck this game. All Might and Izuku would have to be the 2 ones. Bakugo, definitely. Uraka's definitely another one. Todoroki, of course. Suyu, or Sue, if she allows you to call her Sue, then that's fine. If not, she's Asui or Suyu. Cement Toss, Mount Lady, that's I can obviously see why. Shigaraki, of course, you gotta have some villains in here, like Shigaraki, Dabi, Himiko, Toga, and of course you get Mr. Compress. That'd be really cool. You get All Might. Come on, it's All Might. Screw that. Have All Might take on Deku. The battle we've all been waiting to see. One for all versus one for all. Who comes out on top? That would actually be pretty cool, because you figure Izuku has more control over One for All now than All Might did. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely be interested in seeing that. The 28-minute video, which is in the article here, runs through a bunch of the gameplay. It does look pretty damn cool, I won't lie. But yeah, this looks cool. Free to play, so that's definitely interesting for the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So everybody gets a taste of this. It's not just relegated to only you or only you or only you. Everybody gets to have a sample taste of this platter. So that's definitely cool. But yeah, I mean, My Hero Academia has been blowing up. You figure with you got Demon Slayer. My Hero Academia is really good, because I remember during the holidays, there was a lady that was asking me at work about some of the anime posters we have, and she's like, well, do you have this one, or this one? She goes, well, I'm trying to find something for my kid. They're an anime fan. Like, would any of these be good? I said, My Hero Academia is not too bad. I said, it just recently finished its current season. So you got Attack on Titan over here. Said this one's pretty popular. I think she ended up going with like a 5-pack of My Hero Academia posters. And it's like, yeah. It was a 12-pack. It was 12, yeah, that's right, 12 posters for, so it was a 12-pack of posters. That's what she went with. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, yeah, because, I mean, they're not bad posters. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, either way, it's impressive. But, yeah, this looks pretty cool. I was watching some of the gameplay. It does look pretty damn neat. It looks like you have, like, a timer gauge for each one of the abilities, so you can't use it, like, consecutively. It has to, like, recharge a bit, which is really good. So you can't have somebody that's just, like, spamming, Black Whip all the time on your ass, which is really good. You can't have somebody doing that. They can't be spamming, the air bullets or something. So all in all, it's not too bad. But yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing actual gameplay footage of this, like outside the closed beta. This looks really good. Yeah, I'm all for this. Especially, you think of it this way: My Hero Academia doesn't get that many good game releases, and the ones that they do get, I kind of feel like are being sort of like shifted and screwed around with too much. That's just my opinion from watching some of the footage for them. So seeing this, I'm all for it because it looks badass as all hell. It looks badass. I love it. Did I mention it looks badass? Because it does. But yeah, either way, I'm all for this. Let's have more of this. Please, let's have more of this. I mean, All Might. It's freaking All Might. I still love the quote from the one episode. When it's like, didn't you hear his power is shock absorption? Yeah, what about it? And just starts beating the crap out of the Nomu and goes, he said your power is shock absorption, not nullification. That means there's a limit to what you can take. That means I'll just have to go beyond and force you to surrender. And that's when he made the ultimate, the iconic line. He's like, you've heard these words before, but now I'll show you what they truly mean to go beyond, plus ultra. And, I mean, I fell in love with watching My Hero Academia. I ended up seeing a couple of the episodes subbed that were up on YouTube before YouTube's like, whoa, wait a minute, what's this doing up on here? No. I think I got like 3 episodes in to the person that had them up, and then all of a sudden YouTube's like, whoa, what's this doing up on here? No, you can't have this up on here. We'll take care of this. And I like how the one person once made a comment that and this doesn't work for this, like, with shows like this, if somebody has it up illegally, anybody that watches it should be held accountable. I put down on there, okay, so if somebody were, and this is like somebody that had it up on Twitter, and I remember putting down, I'm like, okay, so if somebody streams a closed set shooting of a movie before the movie's even out in theaters and they broadcast it in Times Square, you want to go after every single person in Times Square that looked up and saw it on the Jumbotron? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can't get everybody. You get the person that uploaded it, you can't get the people that seen it. What's seen cannot be unseen. But yeah, I definitely, though, I love MHA games. My Hero Academia is still really good to me. I know it's coming to an end, though, because we're reaching the end game, I think, for it. Still, I love it. It's one of my favorites. I think it's great. Wish it would be up on one of my streaming services that I could watch for free, like on Tubi. Hint, Tubi. How about My Hero Academia? Come on, you want to. Yeah, this would be really cool though to see. But either way, gameplay looks amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. With the closed beta, you'll have like YouTubers that'll try to get on that to put out content for it. And I'm honestly looking forward, hoping to see more, because I watched a lot of the closed beta stuff for that Dragon Ball Breakers. That looks freaking sweet. I can't wait to see it when that comes out, like the other, raid boss you can get, like Frieza, Boo, and some of the other ones, because that looks pretty freaking sweet. That did look pretty cool. So either way, looking forward to this. It looks freaking amazing. It really does. Alrighty, everybody, that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me for the last, I want to say about an hour or so. Might be a little more than an hour. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Don't forget to keep checking out my channel. I do have 6 questions for the next Q&A. I just don't know if I want to do one for January or if I just want to hold off and add them for February, because I only have the 6 questions, and I'm kind of trying to make sure I'm going to have the time to do this. And everything else, so with them cutting my hours at work, so I may be able to do it, so I don't know. If I do record it, you'll see it up either Thursday or Saturday next week. I don't know which yet. But either way, folks, I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me here on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rose. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, nail that notification bell, make sure it rings throughout the internet so that you can be made aware of when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. And until next time, I am out of here, folks. I'll catch you later. Have a good one, folks, and I'll see you next time.